It's the radio guy, Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show. Our daily mission is to bring you some news that you could use. Today will be no exception to the rule. Follow me on Twitter at the Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our website is obnradio.com and our 24-hour dial-in message line 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we're going to jump right into today's episode. In case you missed us on our live Sunday night broadcast, Coach Eric Dooley did join us on the Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union hotline to discuss the setback, and might I add, temporary setback, for the Panthers fulfilling their 2021 goal, which is the Western Division Championship of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, falling short to Alcorn 31-29. Went over the scenarios, the woulda, coulda, shouldas, and now the focus, of course, will be handling it up on Mississippi Valley on November 27th. Meanwhile, there will be a football game in between that. The Panthers will go to Aggie Land to take on Texas A&M this coming week, and not putting words in Coach Dooley's mouth, but if you were able to listen to the interview and read in between the lines, yes, the Panthers will show up, but we know there are bigger fish to fry. Yes, it's going to be a large payday, but the main prize is to position yourself to be in that SWAC championship game against Jackson State, who secured their ticket this past weekend against Southern University, and the mayhem that fell out after that. We'll address that in just a moment. But the bigger picture back on the hill at Prairie View is, how long do you play your starters? Do you play your starters at all? Because you do want them to have some type of game day action routine going on. Meanwhile, Mississippi Valley will have a bye week to prepare for the Panthers. This is going to be a very intriguing and challenging game for the Panthers. When you look at it on paper, yes, they should win, but this will be Valley's bowl game. And with Vincent Dancy leading the way for the Delta Devils, he has had these young men playing above and beyond the call of duty. And it's going to be a very, very interesting matchup. I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll come back. We'll discuss more of the Jackson Southern mayhem on the game this past Saturday. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll be right back.
Drivers and bicyclists both have the right to be on the road and travel safely. And when we're on the road together, safety is a shared responsibility. State law requires drivers to maintain at least 3 feet of clearance when passing bicyclists. And bicyclists should always ride with the direction of traffic and follow all traffic signals. It's safer. It's courteous. It's the law. A message from the Regional Planning Commission Pedestrian and Bicycle Program.
The Open Mic Broadcast Network would like to take this time to recognize its sponsors and underwriters: Attorney Lee Van Richardson, Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, Prairie View Athletic Club, Temple of Refuge Ministries, Reflections Paint and Body Shop, Helping Hands Lawn Service, the Hotline Press newspaper of Hempstead, Texas, Diva Skin Conditioner, Purple Drip Daiquiri and Grill. For more information on how you can become an underwriter or a sponsor here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, our number to call is 832-213-8824. Serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. The station designed with you in mind. Serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mike Prince Show, Monday edition here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We talked about the Panthers falling short, Jackson securing their ticket on the East, victorious over Southern University by the score of 21-17. And what was a very competitive game somewhat got spoiled with the mayhem that happened after the fact. Some pushing, shoving, swinging, protecting turf breakout happened between the Jags and the Tigers. And Coach Deion Sanders was very apologetic and very outspoken, to be direct, on the behavior of his players. Promised that would not happen again. Apologized to Coach Rollins and the Southern Jag fan base. Now it's in the hands of the Southwestern Athletic Conference on how they're going to handle that. And they sent a release out over the weekend, and some further actions and plans will more than likely be administered, if not today, definitely before the week is over with. Meanwhile, Jackson will prepare to take on Alcorn. Very light schedule this week, only 3 games scheduled on the Southwestern Athletic Conference game of football, and this, of course, being one of the premier games. Now, if you are Prairie View, you're kind of hoping for a little insurance that Jackson can beat Alcorn, but you would still have to beat Mississippi Valley, because if you beat Mississippi Valley and Alcorn is somehow tied with Prairie View, then it couldn't happen anyway, because the head-to-head competition. So to make matters less complicated, Prairie View needs to take care of Mississippi Valley. And yes, it would be a bonus if Jackson could beat Alcorn, but that is not necessarily a must-have. The Panthers must take care of Mississippi Valley. Just that plain and simple. And speaking of plain and simple, basketball season has started. Men and women's action from Prairie View falling a little bit short thus far out the gate. Women's side of the things, Panthers fall short to Nebraska. Men falling short yesterday to Oklahoma State. They'll continue their Big 12 escapade as they'll take on Texas Tech tonight. So basketball is amongst us. Football is coming down to the crunch. There are still some potential games left for Prairie View football. If Prairie View can take care of Mississippi Valley, of course they'll have faith at Jackson to take on Jackson for the SWAC championship. And then there will be one more game, and that would be the Celebration Bowl. And speaking of the Celebration Bowl, you got to be feeling for Coach Odom on today. Norfolk State in the driver's seat of representing the MEAC in the Celebration Bowl blows a 26-point lead and find themselves on the outside looking in. But still a great year for Coach Dawson Odom and the Spartans of Norfolk State. And back to the SWAC for a moment. With all the news and everything that's been happening, we failed to mention, be a reminder for most of you right now, but the SWAC has announced that they will have a SWAC Classic game featured between Alcorn and Jackson to start week 0 off in 2022. Now, many ask, will this game be well attended? Yes, it would be well attended with or without the presence of Coach Sanders as the head coach, just because of the draw of these two programs. And I think it would be a very great classic, and it's a great way to start off a classic between Alcorn and Jackson. We'll have a little premiere of that this coming weekend on another big must-watch game throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference. So when it all settles down, Prairie View is still in control. And we will do everything within our power here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network to help that charge go forward. But here is a note to PV Nation. Gather together for November 27th. It is an opportunity for another homecoming-like atmosphere. Imagine this drop back. RVs, tailgaters, all over the south side of the end zone parking lot, whooping it up for PV Nation. Prairie View at Mississippi Valley doing battle inside of Panthers Stadium at Blackshear Field. Prairie View holds off the Delta Devils to become Western Division champions at home. Sounds like a pretty picture to me. Sounds like a great motivation to have any and everybody that can and would come out and support the Panthers on their final home stand. Do whatever it needs to be done. Circle that calendar, make your plans, camp out, do whatever is necessary to make sure that that house is packed. You heard Coach Dooley on Sunday night was very pleased at the fan base that traveled to Lorman, Mississippi to help support the Panthers. It'll be a chance for you to witness history at home. First time since 2009 that the Panthers could become Western Division champions. Must-see football. Must-support time for your Prairie View A&M University Panthers. I am going to exit stage left for right now. It is always a blessing and an honor to present the news of the day, game coverage, interviews, and everything that we try to do to keep you abreast of not only Prairie View athletics, but Southwestern athletics, HBCU athletics, and athletics in whole. Thank our sponsors, thank our underwriters, thank our listening partners. You can become a listening partner by going to the website at obnradio.com. Make your donation, and that donation goes a mighty long way. It helps us to continue to provide game coverage where you can't find it anywhere, but you can listen live to the games as they unfold. Visit that website today, obnradio.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Hit the bell for notifications. Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. That is entirely up to you. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you guys, as always, for joining in with us. And until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.